So the goal of the Humanitarian Engineering and Social Entrepreneurship program is to make students aware of how they can leverage their competencies as engineers, as scientists, as innovative thinkers to directly, tangibly improve the human condition. We have a seminar class in Design for Developing Communities, a project-based class in Humanitarian Engineering. We have a fieldwork class where students actually travel to various countries in Africa to advance their ventures forward and to design their technologies, test out different business models, conduct research, and ultimately launch the ventures and scale them up over time.
So what HESE means to me is mostly design thinking and systems thinking, not thinking of issues as just the issue of itself, but a issue that's contingent on stakeholders, context, cultural issues, that is very complex and interesting. Really anything that is dealing with global development challenges, HESE is an incredible way to explore that and to kind of get real on-the-ground experience helping combat these type of issues.
What's really different about HESE courses is that you learn a lot from the business strategy to product development, but you just don't learn about it. You do it, and you learn how to get stuff done.
I learn a lot about engineering in my technical courses, how the formulas work out, how the math should happen, even sort of a little bit about what design should look like, but I really don't have the hands-on experience. What HESE gives a lot of engineers and students across campus is that freedom to just take a problem and apply everything they've learned in a totally free-form way and actually solve it.
Well, it's hard to say anything for an average team because everything changes so much from team to team and year to year, but in general, you'll have to design some sort of research study to do on the ground. You'll apply for funding or try to raise fund yourself. You will write up your results in a publishable manuscript. You'll attend conferences, present at research expositions.
I'm a science major, so when I'm learning about biology, chemistry, physics, I'm not actually applying any of it firsthand where I'm seeing the changes I make. Where HESE, you're learning about things that you will then go ahead and apply later that year on the ground in the context. So that's why I think that makes HESE really special.
So HESE is really interesting, because I'm an engineering student. So outside of that, I often work strictly with engineers. And I hang out with engineers and a lot of engineers. But I get to HESE and there's all sorts of majors. You've got your engineers, but you also have your political science majors, your econ majors. I've worked with a photography major, things like that. And to get all those different perspectives and meet all those different people and see how they handle problems differently has really helped me expand how I tackle problems.
So Kanjan tells us that ideas don't necessarily really matter, it's all about the execution. So when you come up with this great idea like a greenhouse, how are you going to bring it on the ground? How are you going to make it successful? And this is where the business side and part of this whole program comes in, because you create a sustainable venture in which people can continuously buy greenhouses, and you set up a system and an enterprise that is self-sufficient and working without your direct involvement. And this is what makes HESE so great. Once you get everything you need to do done during the day, you end up going home and we all cook together and we endured the spicy food together and we read a lot of books together and make fun of each other, play cards, and it's really interesting when people become so comfortable with each other. It's very hard to live with 17 people in one house, but you make it work.
I thought more and more about it as a freshman, and even as a sophomore I felt a little bit nervous about taking it, sort of wanted to get my footing in the university, but looking back I absolutely have loved this past semester and know that I should have gotten involved sooner.
HESE, 3 goals: impact, impact, and impact. And so if you want to be successful, get stuff done.